Have you heard of a fragrance house from Australia called Goldfield&Banks? It's an Australian niche brand that got a ton of limelight last year with a fragrance release called Pacific Rock Moss. I've actually reviewed that for you. It's going to pop up here somewhere so you guys can check it out. However, in today's video, I'm here to talk to you guys about a fragrance that thus far it is my favorite from this line. I had the pleasure to try this one a few weeks back and it really knocked my socks off, and I'm here to share it with you. Let's do it. What is up, Frag fam? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. Today, of course, we're going to be talking about the fragrance that you saw from the thumbnail and the intro. This is Desert Rosewood from the house of Goldfield&Banks. I have tried a few fragrances. I've sampled some fragrances from this lineup. I actually reviewed Pacific Rock Moss for you guys last year, which is a quite nice one for warm season. It's great for spring and summer. It's one of those aquatic, woody, aromatic scents with a citrus top that's just amazing. Now, this one here is on the other end of the spectrum. This is a warmer, resinous, opulent, spicy, just gorgeous resinous scent. If you like vanilla, if you like benzoin, this here is definitely a superstar in that genre. Desert Rosewood is a woody spicy with oriental tendencies that was released in 2016. I do like the presentation here. The MSRP for these fragrances are $185 and they're available in 100 ml just like the one you see here. Do love the wooden cap. And I do like the minimalist, contemporary, yet very chic presentation that you get with these fragrances. The nose and creator of this fragrance is Francois Baudouin. A quick fun fact for you guys. Desert Rosewood actually happens to be Keith Urban's signature scent. Just thought it was a quick fun fact to share with you guys. One thing about this particular fragrance is when you first spray this fragrance and you try it on, if you're not familiar with niche fragrances, you're going to attest that this fragrance is really unique, exotic, and definitely different from what's out there, your run-of-the-mill fragrances, designer that you find at your regular, general store. So that's one good thing about this fragrance. Now, if you have a seasoned nose and you do appreciate niche fragrances, you are going to also enjoy this particular fragrance if you like resinous, benzoin, vanilla, full, bold, bodied kind of fragrance. There's no tobacco here. There is, however, a fougere type feel with this fragrance. I love the rosewood that they use here, which makes this very unique, very exotic. There's also a big note of cardamom up top. If you guys love cardamom like I do, this is definitely one that you ought to check out because it definitely takes over a room. Desert Rosewood is one of those fragrances that's just a crowd stopper, a show stopper. It's one of those, head-turning fragrances that if you're wearing this fragrance and you walk into a room, it's definitely going to demand attention and people are definitely going to gravitate towards you. It's one of those very unique, exotic, bold, very full fragrances that definitely demands attention. I was actually very impressed with this fragrance, how it developed on my skin and how much attention I got with this fragrance. The performance was amazing. It's one of those scents that you really have to be careful with the sprays because it's very powerful. I did 2 to 3 sprays. I do spray my clothes, so I did in this area right here, 1, 2, 3. It did last the whole day. I've been wearing this mostly for work. Lately, I've been wearing this for evening wear, night wear. It's perfect for the weather we have right now. However, you can actually wear this all year round as a signature scent. As long as you control the sprays, providing you control the sprays, you should be okay. It's almost boozy-like. You have this benzoin with this vanilla that gives it almost like a vanilla bourbon kind of accord. I love the rosewood. That really plays off great with that cardamom, making this just a great, unique scent. It's definitely my favorite from this lineup so far from everything I've tried. If you compare this to Pacific Rock Moss, like I said, it's in a totally different end of the spectrum. If you like citrus, woody, aquatics, you'll love Pacific Rock Moss. If you like more resinous, more bold, more brash kind of scents, you'll also fall in love with this one. I like both, depending on the occasion, the settings. It's definitely great to have both because, if you want something for daily wear, for summer and spring, Pacific Rock Moss will be the one. But if you want something heavier, more bold, more resinous, this is definitely going to be the one you want to check out. Performance with Desert Rosewood was actually quite impressive. It gave me 10 plus hours. If you do spray your clothes like I do, it'll be there the next day, which is quite impressive. As far as the projection goes, it pushes beautifully 2 to 3 hours, no problem. And sillage and scent trail, of course, it's going to be following you wherever you go. People are definitely going to get whiffs. You're going to smell this throughout the day. Actually, I like to spray the back of my hand, which was really cool because when you talk, I usually move my hands. So people will definitely smell you throughout the day. People are definitely going to get whiffs of your fragrance, and you're definitely going to get some positive attentions with this one. Here's the fun part about this one. What does this fragrance remind me of? It is quite unique and quite exotic. However, if you have a seasoned nose and you tried a ton of fragrances, you're going to think of fragrances like Tobacco Vanille, you're going to think about Tabac Rouge from Phaidon. You'll think about L'Arc du Deserto Marocain from Tower Perfumes. You'll think of Mitsa from Dior Privé. Now, it does not smell exactly like those fragrances, but it's like if you mash those fragrances, you amped up the rosewood accord with a cardamom note. It's definitely going to have those kind of fragrances mashed up together. So if you like those type of scents, if you like that vein of tobacco, resinous with the benzoin, with the vanilla, you will fall in love with this fragrance like I have it. I liked this fragrance so much, I would actually name it, if this was my creation, I would name this Liquid Fire, because this stuff here, guys, is on fire. It's one of those scents that I wore that not only I enjoyed so much, but people around me, I couldn't stop getting compliments. People were like, what are you wearing? You know, what's that fragrance? I haven't smelled this on you yet. Just one of those really showstopper, head-turning type fragrances. Desert Rosewood, really enjoyed having this in my collection, and I'm really looking forward to wearing this in 2019. Ladies and gents, let me know in the comment section below, have you tried Desert Rosewood? I definitely think this is androgynous. I think anyone can pull this off, although I think it leans more masculine, but I think a lady could pull this off as well. But I want to know what you guys have to say about Desert Rosewood. But furthermore, I want to know what your thoughts are on Goldfield&Banks. Let me know what your top 3 favorites are from this house. Comment down below, and perhaps I will do a good, bad, ugly, underrated, and overrated of this house in 2019. What do you think? Ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in. Smell well. I'll catch you guys in the next one.